brought to you by the EveryDollar app. Start budgeting for free today. Dakota is in Dallas. Hi, Dakota. Welcome to the Ramsey Show.
Hi, Dave. Thanks for taking my call. How are you?
Better than we deserve. What's up in your world?
Hey, so I am 27 years old. I am making around $76,000 a year between my full-time job and a part-time job that I picked up.
Cool.
I am fortunate to not have any credit card debt, which is great, and I'm very thankful for that. But I am sitting around $45,000 in debt between my student loans and a car loan. My student loans are around $31,000 across 5 loans with my highest interest rate at 6.6%, and then my car I have about $14,000 left at a 3.79% interest rate. So I'm sitting around $6,600 in my savings account, and I followed along with the show, and hearing, the goal of having $1,000 in savings is great. However, having that little amount also gives me a lot of anxiety. Just thinking of, random things that could come up here and there, car breaks down, extra expenses, things like that. So I guess my question is, with my lowest student loan being around $3,000, technically I do have a savings account to just start, knocking that out right away while still having a little over $3,000 left in the account. So I guess the question is, should I plan to start drawing from that savings account to start knocking those, student loans out and the car out, paying extra there? Or should I leave that savings account alone, look at refinancing? I'm not sure.
How deeply are you willing to cut your lifestyle, and how many hours are you willing to work to where you could do this in 1 year?
Yeah, so
46. What did you say? 41,000, right? 45,000.
About 45,000.
Out of 76,000. Out of 76,000 means you live on 30. Or you live on a little bit more, but you pay off everything in 1 year.
Yeah, I'm working about 40 to 50 hours for my full-time job, salaried position. And then my part-time job, I was pulling an extra 15 to 20 hours a week there at a retail gig. For my mental health, having that much time working.
Why does it hurt your mental health to work?
Just between the responsibilities. It's not that I don't have the mental health or the capacity to work. I don't want to come across like that.
You said for my mental health, that's a bunch of crap. Yeah, it was just to the point where I was feeling super overwhelmed with the amount of hours I was putting in. I wasn't. Yes, because you did not have you felt like a rat in a wheel, though you were not getting traction. Yeah. If you were seeing this debt drop off at $3,000 to $4,000 a month and you knew you were going to be done a year, you'd be fine working. But you were just stuck working. Yeah, I did. That's a better way of putting it. I felt really stuck. I felt like I was getting all this extra money, and then I was trying to allocate working all the time really hard, if you got great traction, is not that harsh. Right. It's not what you want to do the rest of your life, but I want you to be done in a year. In that case, $1,000 as an emergency fund is not as scary because you're going to be done in a year. Oh, wait a minute. You have almost $6,000 now, right?
Yeah, I've got about $6,600 in my savings account.
Oh, so we're going to put $6,000 on the 45. So now we've only got 39 to do in a year. Wow.
So I guess to get further clarification, so the 1,000, like I said, does give me a little bit of anxiety because I just think,
I want you to have a little bit of anxiety.
What's giving you anxiety is $45,000 in debt hanging over you.
Feeling stuck. When you are knocking off $3,000 to $4,000, you're not going to have anxiety. You're going to be knocking it out, and then you're going to be done. You're going to be 28 years old and not have a payment in the world. Can you breathe that in?
I know. And
wow.
So what is your recommendation? Because I think
that is my recommendation, darling.
I had to replace 2 tires on my car. So I think if I'd have only had $1,000 in my
that's enough to replace 2 tires. And then you replenish it. So you'd pause the debt snowball. Let's say that you have another 2 tires go out. Pause the debt snowball. Your next paycheck's going to cover the tire. You already have $1,000 in the emergency fund. And then you move on. You just pick up where you left off. Get the $1,000 back.
Instead of $3,000 or $4,000 going on your debt this month, only $2,000 does because you got to buy some tires.
Okay, that makes more sense. Okay.
You got 2 new tires now, so that problem's out of your way.
Yeah, there'll be something else though. There'll be something else break.
Right. Yeah.
And you're going to be working all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you won't have time to spend money.
Right.
And don't worry, just before you die, you'll pass out.
Yeah, but hey, I'll pass out and be debt free. So.
Exactly.
I'm kidding with you, kiddo. But listen, if you the trick is this: we have figured out that the more intense people are, the math almost quits working. You get out so fast because you create this emotional, spiritual momentum that goes with the math momentum, and it becomes all encompassing. I mean, you become like you joined a cult or something for a short period of time, right? You don't think about anything else for a short period of time. And then you're going to be 28 years old and not have a payment in the world. And you've been playing footsie with this stuff for almost a decade.
Mm-hmm.
It's been hanging around like a problem. Talk about anxiety inducing.
Yeah. And I am wanting to get all of this taken care of. You know, my boyfriend and I are both individually trying to take care of our debt before we decide to take that next step of getting married and starting a family and things like that. So
you don't have to wait to get out of debt to be married. You just have to be in agreement that we're going to get out of debt. That's all.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. I'm ready to get it knocked out, though.
Do it. Dakota.
I dare you to take 5,600 and attack some debt today. You're going to get a little pep in your step.
So, hey, Samantha was just on here doing her debt-free scream. She made $70,000 when she started. She paid off $57,000 in 27 months and finished her master's degree.
And cash flowed all kinds of expenses.
That was right before you. Just a minute ago. Single. Your age. Just a minute ago. Go back and watch her debt-free scream just a minute ago. See, you can absolutely do this. You can absolutely. So, get it. Dakota.
We're cheering you on.
Hey, we're going to put you in Financial Peace University and pay for it. And we're going to put you in the Every Dollar premium so you can hook up and run your budget. And I want you to just go crazy for a short period of time so you get your life back. And you do that, Dakota, you will never go back in debt. And you will become wealthy because you will pay attention to money and make it behave the rest of your life. Money is a fabulous slave. It is a horrible master. And it has been owning your butt for a decade. It's time you got on top of it and you own it. Dakota. She could do it, George.
I just keep thinking about this mental health crisis in America, and I think it has more to do with debt than a $1,000 emergency fund. We're feeling out of control, rat in a wheel.
When you're doing stupid stuff, or you don't have a sense of destiny, everything is anxiety inducing. I mean, stupid should induce anxiety.
They have a direct connection.
You should have anxiety if you're doing stupid stuff, shouldn't you?
That's your body telling you this is not smart.
That's like
you're not
stupid
okay.
Really should be anxiety inducing. I mean, she's not doing stupid, but I'm just saying but I'm just in general, you know, and working and not knowing where you're going, like she was talking about. That does do that. But hard work does not cause mental health problems. Never has. As a matter of fact, it solves a lot of them. Actually, talk to Dr. John Deloney. I was talking about it with him on the air the other day about this. One of the things that they tell people that are struggling with depression is get outside, vitamin D, and engage in physical activity and get engaged in something where you're seeing traction. All of those sound like work to me. So, yeah, work your butt off. Go crazy for a short period of time. And, you know, work is not anxiety-inducing, ever. Well, it is if you're working for a toxic jerk. I take that back. But, yeah, I mean, just the essence of work itself is not anxiety-inducing.
Yeah.
So, very cool. Dakota. Create your free Every Dollar budget today, the simplest way to budget for your life.